right underway with this then. Part 2 for you.
I know. See if I've improved.
I don't know. So far you're taking a very lax position in third man here. Pushing up into second, waiting for that ball. It's all good. All standard stuff. Get the back post rotation. You get some pads in. You only boosted when you got over small pads, which was really good already. Yeah, staying patient on the defense. That's a bit of a double commit there. Not on your side. You have all of this left side, which you can hit the ball onto.
Yeah.
So this was completely your ball, because if this guy ends up challenging, that is your ball.
Right, okay.
Yeah. You might as well just wait.
And just play the miss.
So realistically, what you're doing here, when you're jumping up, you're just waiting for him to hit the ball out, because you're not going to get anything. Even if you go up, you're not going to score from this angle, because the ball's going to be bouncing out like here.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be beneficial for you, and you're using a good amount of what boost you had. You obviously have this momentum in, so you barely used boost, but you ended up being in the net with 20 less boost. I like that you checked for the corner boost, but I don't like that after checking, you still go towards the corner.
Yeah.
Here you have a very good boost route straight out on net. So as soon as you've seen here, you also have this line back with these pads, because you did see previously on the screen where both your two teammates were, so you know that it's safe for you to just go back.
Yeah.
Then you'd have 50 boost coming into mid. You'd be closer to this play. So here, you would have already been back post and you could have positioned yourself slightly better.
Yeah.
Because now you're a bit offline, you can see it. That makes it a bit awkward because you ended up having to push in case the ball ended up zooming across. Yeah, good touch around. Wait for your second man, that's good. Good challenge, really good. Importance of this here is that you don't hesitate.
Yeah.
This game here has a lot to do with how confident you are. And here you're confident in getting off to the touch. You also ended up going backwards a bit on it, which helped you a bit.
Yeah, this was the last game against people that were like much higher ranked than us, so I kind of just realised that I just can't hesitate, otherwise I will get beat at every ball.
Yeah. It's something which is making up a large difference in skill. That is only confidence and the mental side. That's what Rocket League is based on.
Yeah.
Just right here, doing good. Right here, you need to take a stance on who's going to be going. You've seen him in net.
Yeah.
Realistically, you're going to be going back into this side because you're already facing towards the net and you can push up onto left, so he should still be staying back.
Right, okay.
Because of the fact that you're coming in this side. So what would realistically happen here? You've got your third man.
Yeah.
Since you're coming on this side, he's still back post. This is always going to be back post since the ball's going to come towards him. He should stay there instead of going in towards net like he does.
Okay.
Because then you make your backboard guy go on to this challenge. If he doesn't get it, you end up having this guy having back post. And if you see that Felix here bumps Minty away, that's a free man for your free ball for your third man, and you can then turn into left for a passing option instead.
Right, okay.
It's just a bigger benefit of trusting and having the placer right here. Stan in net didn't end up trusting too much. As you can see, he ended up making a very awkward position of himself.
Yeah.
I don't like that you're going up then down, because right here you're very much in the middle. If we go into Ember's POV, you can see he can see you and then you go back down, so he knows that he has to challenge her instead of you just sticking to one thing, because you now had to turn just to make yourself big enough to get this. If we look from here, you're not really comfortable at any given moment in time in this one.
Yeah.
Instead, what do you think you should do?
Either stick on backboard or just stay low. Just choose one.
Yeah, so from this is why you get so awkward, because you're ending up having to turn back. So another option, what you could do, is honestly, with the momentum you have right now, you know the ball might come back. So you can take this pad and then turn around here.
Yeah.
It allows you to get momentum towards any side. If the ball ends up being on Felix's side and he hits it over to the corner over this guy, you just turn up from this alternate route and start going here instead.
Yeah.
But if the ball goes back like it did, you can have the option of either going high on the backboard or taking this normal yellow line.
Yeah, okay.
So it's about just keeping your momentum as soon as it's gone into an awkward situation. Do well to get back to the goal. Really good use of your boost there. Yeah, I'd like to see you go for a demo. It's a lot better this time. Last time, if you remember, you ended up just leaving this after having the chance to go for a demo.
Yeah.
So at least now you're looking for them. You end up going a bit too far on. You should only really drive like you did on this first guy.
And then just cut back and go back.
As soon as you see that you don't get this right here, you're not benefiting a lot.
Right, okay.
He's just too fast. Now you're a bit out of the play and you could have taken that corner boost instead.
Yeah.
Good first goal. Alright, really good touch up. Now you're a bit in no man's land, so we've got to be waiting to see what you actually do here. This is some of the interesting situations. So here, what are you thinking in this position here?
From memory, I don't think I was playing the miss, I was just more hoping for the miss on their first or second, whoever's challenging the ball.
Yeah.
So I can get a touch, hopefully mid to a teammate or something. That's what I think my thinking was.
Right. With zero boost, if we end up going towards Ember's POV again, from his position, he's got boost, he's seeing you here, this is a free ball for him.
Yeah.
You should always be thinking what the opponent has as well. So from this position, you're not going to be realistically seeing anything, and even if he misses, what are you going to do with zero boost in this position?
Not a whole lot.
No. Therefore, with this, try to get a wave dash as soon as you jump off this wall.
Yeah.
Because then you can either go for the bump on these guys here.
Yeah.
Or you can get quicker back with the pad lines.
Right, okay.
Here, you get this mid boost. It's nice and easy. Check the bit for a second, man. I'd like to see you commit all the way in for that. Because you're semi-turning it on. You don't exactly know.
Yeah.
He should be behind you from what you know. So you've got the info you need, but always make sure to not overlook any position. Here. Good pad line back. Missed one boost. Oh.
Yeah.
You ended up being a bit too straight line on that. Here, take your space. As dangerous as this looks, you can see from this position, this is where you should know that you have a bit more time.
Yeah.
So you're able to use just this extra bit of space to go towards this area. Because then you avoid this instead of just going like this. It's when going on this first one.
Of a shape rather than a straight.
Yeah, think about this straight, which you're going in now. You have this forward momentum just going towards the net, which is also why you end up hitting the post. Instead, your forward momentum would be facing towards the play, which is what you'd want to do.
Right, okay.
There we go. Back we go. There, got bombed. Again here. Trust in your teammate.
Yeah.
He's on backboard, he's covering this high. You can see him going here as well.
Yeah.
This is where you should just allow it to play out. If he doesn't hit it, he knows he could have had a touch on it. That's not going to be your ball. So here, really good disruption. Gotta make sure that you call these.
Yeah, I don't think I did.
No, because here you're beat onto it. The flip wasn't necessary at all. You should have gone back down and got a wave dash.
Yeah.
Because here you're not doing anything at all. Here, the only reason you're able to get it is because they hit it directly into you. So here, really good. From this position, you've seen both your teammates. You do this turnaround, which is slightly the same as the last back post rotation, which I wanted you to do.
Yeah.
You keep momentum towards the play. Another double commits happened. But in general sense, you kept up your momentum, made it comfortable for yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's begin with what's going on. So first off, Ember here, he should have this ball. This should be his ball every day. And because he thinks that, he ends up going for the corner boost. In your position, it's very good for you to push up here and wait for what he's going to do. And in this sense, as soon as he ends up making this move for the boost, that's when you want to be going.
Right, okay.
Because right now what you've done here, you've already committed. If he just front flips now, that's past you.
Yeah.
Instead, what he's done, he's just completely disregarded your ability to challenge the ball by the looks of it. Because you'd realistically just stay here, not allow him to play it low.
Yeah, I think what I'd done in this game as well is I'd got so fixated on not hesitating and being fast and things that I'd stopped thinking about what I was actually doing. If that makes sense.
One of the things which is really good without hesitation is that you'll always start learning when and when not to go into things. So this comes with experience, and right here, in a general sense, you're doing the right thing, just not executing it correctly. You're pushing up, but instead of keeping grounded and not giving him the space, you're completely showing yourself off, and if he gets a touch around, you're going to be gone for 3 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you have to wait back. So that's the only reason you ended up getting pressure, is because he just didn't do what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
Here, good trust in your teammate. You're very patient with it. This right here. You want to take a bit more space again.
Right.
You see how awkward you are in this position. You'd want your teammate to get a bit better of a touch. But here, look, this turn here.
Yeah.
You end up having to back up and giving up that space you have to Ember, which allows him to challenge. Ultimately, it's fine since they don't have anyone to punish. Trust. Yeah, it's got to be figuring out who's going to be going or not.
Yeah.
You've seen him pushing into it as well. You don't want to be double committing on those. Good challenge. I'm looking for the bump. I like that in this position, you end up stealing that booster. Yeah. You should probably be a lot more supportive.
What, so just turn in a lot earlier?
When thinking about who's going to be second man, you got to be thinking who's realistically going to be able to get into this second man position.
Yeah.
For Felix. Stan has to, from his position where he was here, he has to turn behind him and then cover this ground.
Yeah.
Instead, he can go ahead, pick up pads, do his thing, and you can end up using your momentum and just being in the correct position already with your momentum, and then you're facing towards when none of them are facing. Like if you end up hitting it into the corner, they're going to be very rough on the clear.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So you've been a bit too lenient on yourself, you're not pushing enough, and hey, you have a really good updraft. Like, this is completely fine, but if you were closer,
Yeah.
let's say if you were here,
It would have been even easier.
This could have probably been the easiest double tap, or even just straight up shot of your life. Instead, you had to go for the beast, and you ended up making yourself a bit awkward. Really good defense. It's important to note how, instead of going to the back post here, you end up pushing straight in. But on these as well, be careful not to push it too far.
Yeah.
So, in a general sense, the further off your goal line you are, the easier the save's gonna be, because the ball's gonna generate less power, and you're going to be closer towards the ball, so you have a higher chance of saving it. But it all depends on your reaction time, so you gotta be careful not to push your own reaction time too far.
Yeah.
Let your teammate push. Could have probably flipped towards that boost if you're going to be committing to it full on. Allows you to have a bit more momentum. Again, I do like you checking, but here you want to be checking a bit earlier than after you've crossed the field.
Yeah.
Because now, I believe if we go over to Felix, he's now seeing you, and he's having to push back. Although you are in the right, you just want to be doing it a bit earlier.
Right, okay.
The earlier you do it, the earlier the comm will naturally come through as well. Solid, really good. As soon as you've seen him up, you haven't gone back immediately, you've trusted in the possible touch, and you've turned around and got a touch up high. This is exactly what you were wanting. You want to be reading the play a bit better.
Yeah. I remember, well, not doing it for this reason, but we were panicking a lot and wanting to win the game, so it was just get the ball out of our half, sort of thing.
Is this another one of the panic moments?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like wanting to be too fast to the ball again.
Yeah, in a general sense, what do you want to be thinking about when you're going up on this?
The two people on the goal line, really, is what I would be thinking about.
Yeah. I'd also be thinking about the ball. What direction is it coming towards?
Yeah.
Because if this ball is coming towards you, it is naturally going to be more difficult for him, because he has to build up his momentum and then cover more ground than you do, because the ball is coming towards you.
Yeah.
Which is another reason why you don't want to be going too quick up, because that's going to be coming towards you quickly.
Yeah. I think that was another one of those moments where I got so fixated on being fast that it's kind of just screwed me over a little bit.
Yeah. It's about making it comfortable for yourself. Of course, you want to be as quick as possible, but have confidence that you're able to hit the ball and just make it easy for yourself. That touch there, good example. You didn't really rush into it too much. You ended up letting it come towards you. You jumped up and then tried getting a control touch. A bit of lag on this server, to be fair.
Yeah, that was.
Really good. If you're talking about you being scared of rushing things, and then you have this good awareness in, don't understand that. This is just exactly what we want to be doing. And that is, there isn't anything to take you on there. Good rotation, really good first touch. You just made it easy for yourself.
Yeah.
There wasn't anything more difficult than that. Here, really good. Jumped off the wall, kept your momentum in, then got the demo. Alright, from this game, what I've seen, like, you're quicker than what you were before. You're able to be involved a bit. It seems like you're trusting your ability a bit more since last time, but at the same time, you mentioned this a few times as well. Try to figure out where the ball is going as well in situations, and just be confident in your ability to hit it. I feel like a bit of that is you saying you force yourself to believe that you need to be quicker. Just think that you are quicker naturally than your opponents.
Yeah.
Everyone has the same tool set, so you just have to be able to believe in yourself more in that situation. Then keep your momentum a bit from the walls, use wave dashes a bit more if you can't see any pads.
Yeah.
And finally, it's just use that awareness. You've got good awareness, we've seen you passing before. Use that right stick a bit more to allow you to see the vision and the field a bit.
Yeah. I think even from like compared to the last session, I've noticed myself improving as well.
Yeah.
Just in little areas, nothing major, but it's clearly helping.
That's what it is. It's the little areas that you have to hone in on at the end of the day. The top end of the players are those who have redefined absolutely every small area, so you have to start somewhere.
Yeah. And I think that's
You're not going to start with this game and then flip reset.
No, exactly. And I think that's what, like in the start of the series against these, they were sort of not dominating, but they were edging out in those little areas.
Yeah.
You know, I'm only like mid GC1 at a push. They were I don't know, but supposedly they were like GC2, like high GC2.
Yeah.
So even that little small difference, you know, it has a big impact on the game.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you, man.
No problema.